It is a really, really nasty day in Denver, and we're going in a snowstorm from Denver to Vail. You're with Father Time here, retired airline pilot, and I'm a little bit frightened, I must admit. We're going to be running a chase plane here, as well as beyond ATC. We've just loaded up some execs, Boeing execs. We're on the business jet version of the 7-3, and we only have 38 passengers, all businessmen, and we're going to Vail at 24,000 feet, only a 27-minute flight time. We've got to do the icing. We are going to be reviewing icing procedures or anti-icing procedures from cold, dark ongoing. Okay, I'm scared. Let's go inside. It's too loud out here. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Okay, let's go to the overhead. I started the APU. Let's see if it's ready. There we go. Beautiful. All good. IRUs are aligned. Let's go back over to the EFB. I'm going to get rid of the ground operation. Man, that's noisy out there, isn't it? We released all the vehicles. Door management, looking good. Ground operations. Remove the chocks after we put the parking brakes on. Remove the chocks. And I do believe they've got everyone. So let's start getting ready for pushback. We'll get out of here. Yes, let's get our de-icing done here. But before we do that, let's make sure our doors are all shut. Door management, close all. They're all closed. We have to go to the overhead. We make a PA to the people, let them know that we're about to start. APU bleed is off. Turn off the packs. Any holes to the outside. So we're going to turn the packs off. If I can get those up there, right? Childproof. They're off. Bleeds are off. Packs are off. We're going to go down the columns, make sure we got everything like we want it. We'll turn on the window heat, but not the probe heat yet. Just yet. Not until engine start.
Craft is ready for treatment.
It's ready. Let's go type 4, which is those.
We begin treatment now and observe. Fluid type 4. Concentration at 100%. We'll call you back when ready.
Roger that. I'm going to go ahead and let them de-ice. I let the people know, as I mentioned, that they're going to be de-icing the aircraft. They get a little nervous if they look out there, especially in a snowstorm. They're nervous enough. RTO set. Want to see what they're doing out there? So the first thing they do is spray on type 1. Type 1 is de-icing fluid. It takes the icing off the airplane. Then they put on type 4. And the minute they start putting it on, you started your de-icing time. And that is a anti-ice type 4. Keeps ice off the airplane. All right, man, that's scary stuff. Don't like that at all. All right, let me get a clearance with say intentions with beyond ATC. I'm sorry, guys. Commander, did you kill her?
123 on our way to Eagle County.
De-icing and anti-icing complete. Anti-icing coded. Fluid type 4. Concentration at 100%. I'm disconnecting. Good day.
Cleared to Eagle County. Zimmer tree departure, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk for 636. Boeing 123.
Boeing 123.
Due to icing conditions, locking gear. Stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Ground 12 1.35 when ready for pushback or engine start. Boeing 123.
All right, there's Zimmer 3. All the way to Culch. And then we're going to, from there, we're going to do an RNAV arrival. We'll do the, actually, let's just do the RNAV RNP with a culture transition. That's good. We don't need to Vail even if they clear it. We're not doing that. And so there's our flight plan.
SkyWest 631, Gate Bravo 56 taxi via Whiskey Delta, Foxtrot 1.
Here we go.
November, Hotel, Bravo
Legs.
Sierra.
No discontinuities.
Gate Bravo 56 via
A net.
Whiskey Delta,
Load.
Foxtrot 1, Charlie November, Hotel, Bravo Sierra.
In here, N1 limit. Max power, no reduced. Flaps 1. CG set. Contaminated runway, so you got 115, 124, 132. Will you bring the power back at 1500, 800 foot engine out? We'll come over, we'll get our buddy over here on FMC, legs. All right, at that, we can arm that when we get going.
Southwest 787 and Gate
Okay.
Bravo, request pushback and engine start.
Get the legs in here.
Southwest 787.
The wind's going.
Denver ground pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west.
Once they're in there, we'll load the winds and we'll get the descent winds in and we'll get going. Yeah, we've got a Beyond ATC running, guys. There's our clearance. Eagle County, Zimmer 3 departure. This Vail climb maintain. It doesn't give us our altitude. Climb via the SID, which is 230. I got 240 as our altitude out here. There's our departure freak 4636 on the squawk.
Southwest 1121, Gate Bravo 58, request pushback.
Southwest 1121, Denver ground, hold position for SkyWest.
Gate Bravo 60 via Whiskey Delta, Foxtrot 1, Charlie November, Hotel Bravo Sierra, SkyWest 652.
Transponder changing is one of the more humbling things that we'll experience here. Okay, this is good. Go to the box, load the winds, and we'll execute it when we get the light, execute it. Then we'll go to cruise page. Going to put in whatever altitude we're planning on, 240. And I'm going to cruise up here at 300. There. And descend, though, I'm going to want to descend a little slower than that. I'm going to go 300.7 and 260 on the descent. Because it is a long, slow descent.
Southwest 787, request taxi to the active.
Southwest 787, runway tree for left taxi via Charlie Sierra, Foxtrot.
All right,
Whiskey
there's the
Alpha.
winds, the descent winds.
Runway 3 for left taxi via Charlie
Beautiful.
Sierra, Foxtrot, Whiskey Alpha, Southwest 787.
Get back onto the takeoff. TO, got everything set. 24, that is runway heading, 263. Right here, we are going to be right there. Push back, nose to the left, and we'll come out taxiway golf on out for runway 25. Into departure is Zimmer 3. Runway 25, we're right there. Heading 263 to then a right turn to Mugby. Mugby right there. So we'll do that in LNAV, VNAV. So LNAV and VNAV. That's set in the box. Okay. Let's go back to the overhead. I think I'll have get this all set. We got the APU running, APU bleed air. Everything is back. We got to turn the bleed air back on as they are done icing. It's been over a minute. There we go.
Gate Bravo 54, request pushback.
Turn on the probe heat for engine start.
Southwest 660,
And anytime it's
Denver
this
ground,
cold, you turn on the
pushback
probe heat.
approved. Face west.
Fuel pumps are on.
Pushback and engine start.
Hydraulics
Face west,
on.
Southwest 660.
Beacons are on. All right, let's request push.
Boeing 123 at Gate Alpha 26, request pushback and engine start.
Boeing 123, Denver ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and release parking brakes, please.
Brakes release.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Southwest 927, Denver ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, southwest 927.
Get these people to Eagle in the snowstorm. Might be what the world's shortest flight if we take the top off that de-icing vehicle. So guys, we would want to be de-iced prior to starting engines, anti-ice before takeoff, right? So type 1 before starting engines, anti-ice. We've got both of them, so our holdover time is started. And this kind of precip, usually that's around 30 to 40 minutes. We have to be airborne. We're going to say it's not much traffic, so that's not a problem. Yucky day, huh?
Please set parking brakes.
All right, let's go to the overhead. We'll start engines. We'll go on the left side. And we'll get the APU off. Packs are off. And we'll start the engine, left engine first. I'll set in 24,000 here. And normally we switch over the landing elevation halfway, but it's such a fast flight. I'm going to go ahead and put it in now, 6550. We usually take off with field elevation here in case we come back in.
Unlocking gear.
United for 91, gate Bravo 5 for taxi for Whiskey Delta, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 1, Charlie November, Hotel, Bravo Sierra.
Gate Bravo 5 for Vail,
Oh.
Whiskey Delta, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 1.
Attaboy.
Hotel, Bravo Sierra, United 491.
Oh, the pressure should be coming up. I didn't have the air on. They're disconnecting out there. There we go. We got oil pressure rising. Bring this up.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
He's over there. Give him a little light flash. Looks good. Stop valve should just about be closed. There it goes. Just heard it snap. We're good. Back to the overhead. And what we want to do first, we can turn off the left on the left pack, leave it in auto, and turn on the left AP generator here. And turn on the left anti-ice. And with that, we can start the right side with good pressure. And the pressure is good up there. Got oil pressure rising. Start it up. You can see the snow on the taxiway. What does that tell you? tells you you want to leave the engine lights on for taxi and do not lower the flaps. You don't want to get stuck in the flap fairings. Got to be real careful with that. All right, we almost got number 2 started. That looks good. Start valve's closed. Overhead. We're going to turn on the right pack to auto. Right generator. And with that, we can kill the APU. And we can turn on the engine ice. Wing ice is only above 1,000 feet with visible moisture. You got probe heat on, window heat's on. All the lights are out up here. Looking good. I'll put the taxi light on, and I'll have our guy call the taxi.
Boeing 123, request taxi.
Boeing 123, runway 25 taxi via Alpha Sierra, Golf.
Runway 25 taxi via Alpha Sierra, Golf, Boeing 123.
All right, guys, let's get out of here. Parking brakes released. Taxi lights on. Here we go. We'll do the flight controls and the flaps once we get out there. You don't run the before takeoff checklist. What you can do is you can come down here and set the trim 4.771. .71 is set. Here we go. And remember, with Beyond ATC, we have a nice taxi diagram here. And it really works well. What a nice business jet, huh?
Delta 1021 and Gate Bravo 58 request pushback and engine start.
Delta 1021, Denver ground pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
You gotta be real careful about taxiing too fast. You'll slide like crazy on the taxiways. All right, next left is our taxiway. Up here.
United 1119 Heavy, Gate Sierra 1, request pushback and engine start.
United 1119 Heavy, Denver ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west, United 1119 Heavy.
All right, this is it. Know how I know? Look at that. I love this taxi map they have on Beyond ATC. Absolutely love it. Wish we had a good version of that at American Airlines.
Southwest 241 at Gate Bravo 56, request pushback.
Now that is some contaminated runway and taxiway. See anything kicking up, it will mess up the engines or the slap flaps. That's why you wait. All right, I don't see any of the traffic out here. So our holdover time, we're checking that. Yeah, the FAA will be running a checklist over there where we're 3 degrees Celsius or below, and right now we're minus 16. We would have to do a run up to 55%. I think it's actually 70%, one engine at a time for 30 seconds because of the snow and ice pellets. But on the app, the pad, you put in your type of fluid, the percentages, the time, the start time, and the precipitation, exact precipitation. Nowadays, you can actually call up the current weather. Of course, the weather's inaccurate here. We're going to be tuning 92 because we're in the simulator.
1378, Gate Bravo 5 for taxi via Whiskey Delta, Foxtrot 1, Charlie November, Hotel, Bravo Sierra.
Gate Bravo 545 Whiskey Delta, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 1, Charlie November, Hotel, Bravo Sierra, United 1378.
I already tried this once, guys, and I forgot to turn my mic on. I actually went all the way to Eagle, and I had updated my headset, and the OBS Studios never had the mic on, so I did it. It worked out really nicely. Little confusion on the arrival as to what they gave us versus
All
what we
aircraft
filed,
advised information echo now current. Altimeter 3018.
and they were giving us vectors based on the weather, which was really good in Vail, as opposed to the actual snowstorm weather. As you can hear, they just said 3018, so it got kind of messed up there. All right, flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please. They'll send us over to tower here shortly.
1119 Heavy, request taxi to be active.
Boeing 123. Contact Denver Tower 2875. Have a good one.
Contact Tower 2875, Boeing 123. Boeing 123 ready to go, runway 25.
Boeing 123, Denver Tower, wind 040 at 6, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 cleared for takeoff, Boeing 123.
Clear for takeoff. All right, their chime. Let's get flaps 1. Right at the last second. For takeoff checklist, please. All right, rudders are checked. Tops are checked. For takeoff checklist is complete. Back to engine. HUD. You ready, kids? Now, what we would do is supposed to stop when you have ice like this, run it up to 50%. That's the brakes. Releasing the brakes. And toga. Don't. Apologize for the horn, guys. Trim set, doors are closed, and flaps were set at 1. You're up. Sometimes if you have the flaps at 5 in the box, I'll double check that. That might have been it was. We had flaps 1, which was what the TPS called for. All right, L nav and B nav, and here we go. Naturally, we wouldn't take that airborne normally, but it checks doors, parking brakes, trim, flaps and slats. And the flaps and slats have to match what's in the FMC.
Boeing 123, contact Denver departure.
Contact Denver departure, Boeing 123.
Little
Denver
lightning.
Departure, Boeing 123, climbing via Zimmer Tree, 7,700 feet.
Flaps up.
Boeing 123, Denver departure, radar contact.
Let me see if I can figure this out, guys. I'll turn on the autopilot. Autopilot's on. Did I have the wrong flap setting in there? Well, I had 1 when I put it in there, and I think the box did call for 1. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know, guys. Maybe you can tell me. We're climbing out. We've got the HUD operating. You can see the little bit things in the big one. It's level enough to be below 10 at this point. Below 10 at Mugby. Eventually going up to 240. Good time to check, make sure we have that in there. We're leaving the engine ice on while we're in the weather. We don't need the HUD anymore. Now we're passing 10,000, but that's 10,000 MSL, 10,000 AFL. The field elevation here is around 6,000. The min sector is actually 15 going over the mountains. So I really won't be doing the 10,000 foot check to about 16,000. It's leveling at 10 or below at Mugby. We can turn off the here. Spoilers are stowed. Have takeoff checklist is complete. It's not going to let me turn that handle off, huh? No, that's okay. We're not going to bother. Once we get above 10, we'll start accelerating. Here's our turn. There we go, accelerating up to 300. Get those skis warmed up, baby. And the angry storm. Okay, we're above the clouds. We can go back to the overhead. Turn off the engine eyes. Yeah, wing ice above 1,000, and you see any visible moisture, you turn it on. Otherwise, it's off. Beautiful. Let's get the approach set up. We're doing the Zimmer right now. Here we are. We're going out to Zimmer, and from there, we're going to Culch. And the reason we're doing that, if we can coordinate that somehow, is Culch is the initial approach transition. Culch on in Haiti. And if we go set the DH, oh my goodness, 6814. Should we even try it? I guess. We'll try it. We'll just leave it there for an hour. Just set the barrel 6814 with the RA, then we'll brief it up. I could set it under RA, but procedurally we set the barrel.
Departure, expect radar vectors, runway 25.
And Boeing 123, unable radar vectors, we'll need to fly the RNAV Zulu to runway 25. RNAV Zulu.
Boeing 123, verify instruction.
Can we get a different runway, please? Boeing 123.
That's not what we want.
23, Roger, say runway.
Cancel runway change request. Boeing 123.
All right, altimeters are set.
123, Roger. Runway change request canceled.
Guys, we may have a problem coordinating for the RNAV. Remember, they think it's VFR.
Contact Denver Center 125.905. See you.
Lights are off.
Center on 125.905, Boeing 123. Have a good day. Denver Center, Boeing 123, climbing via Zimmer Tree, flight level 213.
Boeing 123, Denver Center. Climb, maintain flight level 240.
Climb, maintain flight level 240, Boeing 123.
240. 240. 23 for 24. Should accelerate to 23,300 when we get there. Should have been doing that. That's okay. I had the Mach too low. It's all right. We get up here fast. We'll continue with this ridiculous setting 6814 as we accelerate. You can see it's probably not going to be long at this altitude. So I turn off the seatbelt sign, make a PA to the people, let them get up, stretch their legs for just a minute. Now, guys, what I'm going to do is come up here, and I'm going to set the weather. You see that it says I'm going to set it at 303. The bottom's 274. Get the density pretty nasty. Scatter percentage, nasty. We'll see how this goes. And it's on a 300-foot ceiling. Right?
Contact Denver Center 128.65, Boeing 123. Denver Center, Boeing 123, good day. Climbing via Zimmer Tree, flight level 240.
Boeing 123, Denver Center, copy.
Yeah, we're going to have to request RNAV. They're going to be trying to vectors for visual. Going into Vail, you would not accept vectors for visual. So, and there's no way. I ran into the same problem last time when I had my mic off. Yeah, I probably should have just gone to radio and said 271, but procedurally, you want to set the baro down here, not the radial. You can see on my PFD that the numbers are getting up there. 6814, which is 271 above the ground. We'll get it before we get there, right? Here's 5,000. That's good. It's starting to slow down for the descent.
Boeing 123, request approach change.
Boeing 123, you've not yet started your descent, unable.
We'll do it in a minute, guys. We're going to fly the RNAV anyway. And by the way, we have to keep the autopilot on. Whenever the weather's below 1,003, you have to keep the autopilot on RNAV, RNP till 3,000. I'm slowing it down for the descent here because really we're only 18,000 feet above the ground. We want to be nice and slow and stable for this approach. And my goodness, I'm going to actually have the bottom set here. $68.14 is set.
Boeing 123, ready for descent.
Boeing 123, Eagle County Airport, landing runway 25.
Eagle County Airport, landing runway 25, Boeing 123.
Boeing 123, descend, maintain 16,000 feet, altimeter 3008.
Descend, maintain 16,000 feet, altimeter 3008, Boeing 123.
All right, I'm going to speed intervene here, guys. That's going a little too slow, isn't it? 300, here we go. Okay, I'm going to request this approach.
Boeing 123, request approach change.
Boeing 123, roger, say approach.
123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123, 123 Request RNAV Zulu runway 25, Boeing 123.
Boeing 123, confirm new approach or nav Zulu runway 25.
That's right.
Affirmative, Boeing 123.
Boeing 123, altimeter tree, 008, expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 25.
Altimeter 3008. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 25, Boeing 123.
All right, guys, let's go to the overhead and get the anti-ice on.
Turn left, heading 250, vectors for the approach.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Turn left, heading 250, Boeing 123.
Guys, that's the problem you run into with beyond ATC.
24, contact Denver
We're going to fly the whole approach. It'll work after that. All right, let's go to the box. There's a couple more things we have to do in preparing here. Prague, page 4. I got to put in 125 here. This is to set up the correct parameters of final, and it's a 0.11. Anything below 0.3, you have to get a satellite verification from dispatch, either on the flight plan or they have to call. All right, altimeters, guys, and we're going to go with 2992 here. Go up to the overhead, tell the people we're about to land. Light it all up. Turn on the wing, make sure everyone can see us. Logo too. Once we get down to 16 here, we'll get it all set up. We're below here, we'll get back into VNAV for the arrival. And I like to come in here, cruise. That'll set up a new top of descent.
Boeing 123, request altitude change.
Boeing 123, descend, maintain 15,000 feet.
Descend, maintain 15,000 feet, Boeing 123.
Aircraft calling for new altitude, say call sign.
Boeing 123.
Boeing 123, you broke up. Say again altitude.
Request 1010,000, Boeing 123.
Boeing 123, unable 10,000 feet at this time.
It's going to screw us over, guys, because we got to get down.
Contact Denver Center 13 for 0.5.
Center on 134.5, Delta 1068.
Boeing 123, descend and maintain 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000, Boeing 123.
Hey, guys, we have to...
123, fly present heading, intercept the 25 localizer.
Fly present heading, intercept the 25 localizer, Boeing 123.
Well, that's for one more time, guys. Then we're going to do whatever we want.
Boeing 123, request approach change.
We don't have the weather to do the localizer.
Roger, say approach.
He keeps trying to give us that, but we don't have the weather and the way we set it.
Request RNAV Zulu runway 25, Boeing 123.
Boeing 123, you're already assigned RNAV Zulu runway 25, unable.
Okay, well, you know, guys. All right, let's say that they're cleared the RNAV Zulu, and
West 3239, contact Denver Center 125.9.
are from Colch.
Takeoff
which is right there. Once we do that, we can set in 6814. So I'm going to set in 6814. I'll set in 6814. So 250, and we're in path. Right now, we're right on the descent. We're only cleared to 9, but we're going to set it up. 6814, make sure the box is set. Knit, flaps 40, 25. We're going to go max braking because it is a contaminated runway. Now we're going to come over to our EFB. We're going to do some landing data. Runway 25 at Eagle. Condition, cracked in snow. Anti-ice configuration, engines are on. Import weather, not realistic. Okay, so they're saying the temperature, we got to put in here. -5. There we go. Available lane distance 79.89. That's for max. We got to put in max braking because that's actually not good. 74.85. 74.85, and we have runway 25 only. Threshold on glide slope, threshold 8,000 feet remaining. We definitely don't want to float. The left-hand turnoff will park somewhere in here. Go all the way to the end, park somewhere in here. All right, let's get the speed coming back a little bit. Aloha is our FAF. We want to be fully configured by then. We can get the gear down. More flaps. And speed is 125. And there's Aloha. We're going to cross that at 10. And we did that. Now we can set misapproach altitude, which is 15. Once we're past Aloha. Flaps coming to 40. Auto brakes are max. Bugs 130. Stable. And 15 in the altitude. We're inside of the FAF, and we're below the misapproach altitude.
Descend, maintain 7,500 feet.
Descend, maintain 7,500 feet. Boeing 123.
Spoilers are armed, brakes are auto, landing flaps are set, 4 landing checklist is complete. We're on speed inside the FAF. Misapproach altitude set. If we have to go misapproach, guys, it'll be going around, flaps 15, toga going around, flaps 15. Positive rate curves at misapproach altitude. Above 1,000, we'll go LNAV and BNAV, and we'll fly out. It's 185 in the turn on the mist due to the mountainous terrain. Left-hand turn off, max auto brakes. Let's do it. And check, that's good.
Denver Center, American 29er Foxtrot, 1717.
Remember the weather, we're not planning on seeing the runway until really right at Mins.
Foxtrot, Denver Center.
And they do have Pappies on the right. Remember, the autopilot's supposed to stay on until decision altitude. You can see that radio altimeter Was 1,000 at one point. Now it's moving all around. So it's good to have the baro set because this mountain's around here. This is the flight path right on. We're still in path, coming down nicely. We definitely want to get the auto throttles off. Sometimes they go around stable. We're really more like 1,500. Lots of snow. Slippery runway. We definitely don't want to try to land long. We want to put it down brick one if we can. You don't get your best landings on these icy runways, that's for sure. Hey, there's an excuse, right? Want to do a little outside action? Too cool. Too for school. Going around flaps 15 when we get there, right? Toga, going around flaps 15, positive brake Europe, set misapproach altitude, above 1,000 AFL, LNAV, VNAV, and we'll stay below 185 for the turn. Come back around. We have enough fuel for one more attempt, and then go back to Denver. Minimum to 68, so right now we're about 700 above.
1,000.
We don't expect to see the runway. They're pretty close to minimums. As I can see outside the left window down there, see some land. Still no runway, looking inside, outside. Still got path. There's, I can see the ground real well. 500.
500.
Stable target, sinking 7, still no runway. 100 above.
4, approaching minimums.
Autopilot's off. I have the approach lights in sight.
Minimums.
Auto throttles are off. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
100. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Not my best landing, but hey, we'll take it. Two in reverse. 80 knots, 60, coming out of reverse. Now guys, we have to leave the flaps down on a contaminated runway until we get to the gate. Let's take off the auto brakes. And we got to leave the flaps down. The reason you don't bring them up is if you're landing on a contaminated runway, real good chance that you can have a bunch of ice in there, and that'll bind the gears in the flap mechanisms, damage them. Slippery, make sure you're down real slow before you turn off. All right, spoilers are retracted, but the flaps are still down. APU is starting. We'll get the lights off when we get off the runway. You can see these taxiways are nasty, so definitely want to leave the engine ice on all the way to the gate.
Foxtrot, Denver Center. Expect radar vectors, runway 1.
Expect radar vectors. Runway 1, American 29er Foxtrot.
Boeing 123, request taxi to allocated gate.
Boeing 123, gate 1 taxi via Alpha, Alpha 4.
Gate 1 via Alpha, Alpha 4, Boeing 123.
First right there. Flight directors are off, auto throttles are off. APU is started. Yep. And engine ice will leave onto the gate. Flaps will leave down until maintenance inspects it. Now look at this ramp. Yucky, huh? Not this one. It's the next right. That's good because I wouldn't want to go in there. Alpha 4. So we're going to this gate right over here. There it is. Alpha 4. Slow it down for the turn. It's going to work out sweet. We would call maintenance, let them know we're leaving the flaps down just so they don't think we're hijacked. I guess I shouldn't have said that. Nice and slow. I don't want to slide into the fence. Oh, it's not stopping. Oh, 0 feet. Looks good. There we go. All right. I was going a little too fast. Brake spark. Go to the overhead. Seatbelt sign is off. APU is started. And we can chop them. Back to the overhead. Engine ice off. We'd have them inspect the flaps. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. Everything but the left forward is off. Beacons coming off. Strobe. I would just put it on the off position. Wheel well off. Wing off. Should have got these off when we cleared the runway. Just blinded the guys out there. APU bleed valve is on. Packs are auto. Looking good. All right, let's get the GSX.
The boarding requested.
Let's go outside. The lap of luxury. Hello? Ground power, yes, please. Electronic flight bag. Ground operations. Open.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Ground maintenance. Let's get it all fixed up here, guys, while we're here. Ground connections. Brakes are set. Well, we got chocks are in, so I can turn the brakes off. All right. That's it. All the way up the top, I can turn off the RRUs. And get the window heat, probe heat off now. Looking good, auto. Packs your auto. APU valve is on. Looks good. All right. Enjoyed it, guys. Let's take a look at the terminal here. Want to? That's one long jet bridge, baby. We'll go in. I bought this for you today. $40 worth of scenery packs. I don't complain when my wife gets shoes. Hey, it's snowing in here, too. Unless Aspen has snow white on the floor. I don't know. What do we got over here? Nada. Pretty spectacular, huh, guys? Pretty darn spectacular. All right, guys. Really enjoyed it. Welcome to Vail. I think I might have said Aspen a couple of times. Welcome to Vail. Have a nice ski trip.
To deboard crew.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go sit by a fire somewhere. That was scary. All right, guys. Father Time's out. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe.